Hey, what's going on, everyone? Ray Alessio here, and we got a packed house today. I'm actually here at the conference room in my building with my good friend and partner, Orlando Hernandez.
What's going on,
I
everybody?
don't know if you can see Anthony Cano. Nah, you can't see him yet. His camera's off, but he's right here, right beside me as well, and Stanley George too. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna just talk about how to blow things up offline. Stanley, close that door, please. And we're just going to go into detail about how to duplicate offline, how to tap into a list full of people that you've never even met before, and of targeted prospects who really want to take action. They just need someone to expose them to wake up now. And that's where you come into play. That's where we as a team come into play. And that's exactly what we want to talk about today. And we're going to go into full detail. It's going to be a pretty long training. We'll probably try to keep it as short as possible, but we really want to cover all the details. And I'm telling you right now, if you apply what we're telling you, you're going to explode locally. We've been able to create a pretty large team down here in the South Florida area, down here in Miami and Broward, down here in the whole South Florida area. We've been able to do this because it's pretty much what we're going to talk about today. We're going to cover from A to Z on exactly how we were able to do that. Anthony, do me a favor, press mute on there. I don't know if it's pressed because I don't know if they're hearing any feedback. All right, cool. So yeah, we're just going to go into detail about all that. And Anthony, is there anything you wanted to kick off the call with? Maybe go into some details about, what we're going to do, how we're going to do this. Give them the blueprint.
All right, well, simple blueprint. We're gonna take over. We're gonna actually change lives. A lot of companies say they are changing lives. A lot of people out there saying that they are doing it big. But we're actually gonna let our actions prove it. We're not gonna talk. We're gonna put action. We're gonna learn, apply, duplicate. All right. The blueprint, I wouldn't say blueprint. I'll say our main goal. We need to get it moving offline. Online is cool in the whole thing, but if you want real retention, you want a fast-growing business, you need to jump offline.
Yeah, I have to unmute myself too. So that's pretty much the truth. Online is cool, and a lot of my income comes from the internet. But at the end of the day, there's nothing like building offline. There's nothing like building locally because you get a chance to work with people on a more personal level. And we've done that. And as well, as I've done it offline here, I've done it offline in other cities, and we've been able to do a great job at that. Even though I'm not there in your city, wherever you are in the country, I can still be there supporting you as if I were right beside you. Because we figured out ways of going about, doing it. And we've done a great job doing it. We've done it. I have a few people on this call right now, as a matter of fact, that have had me present in their home meetings or PBRs, whatever you want to call them. And by the way, for those who don't know, a home meeting, we call them PBRs, which is just it stands for private business reception, and it's just a fancy name for home meeting because home meeting sounds boring, it sounds ugly, and that's pretty much all it is. So when you hear me say PBR, you already know what I'm referring to. So we've been able to do this. I'm able to jump in on a Skype call or on a Google Hangout and help everyone who's having these PBRs close their prospects, help them, be able to expand locally. And I think we have this going on over in South Carolina right now as we speak. They're doing a great job over there. Wisconsin, we have a small team already growing, and they're growing at a fast rate. And down here, we're growing at an even faster rate, and we haven't really even gone full throttle yet on what we're doing here down in South Florida. Now, another one I want to bring on is Orlando. He actually has been having a lot of success lately. He's been, sponsoring people left and right, and mainly he's been getting a lot of local people involved. And I just want to bring him on so he can share with you guys what he's been able to do, how he's been able to do it, and just talk about what you do with all your local people as soon as you get them started. Go ahead. Yeah, just sit here. Just sit here. Put these on just in case.
All right, what's going on, everybody? My real name is Orlando Hernandez. A lot of you know me as Antonio Montana on Facebook. I'm trying to fix that as we speak. But you know, really what I've been doing is applying the techniques that Ray and, you know, the other local leaders have been, you know, sharing with me. And it's mainly, you know, I've been doing PBRs, I've been doing the formula. And, you know, before when I was doing the formula, I was tagging, you know, strictly people with a lot of friends, you know, 5,000 friends. And, you know, that works too. But lately I've been tagging more local people, you know, whether they have 1,000 friends or not. I've been tagging more people in my area because I feel like I can, you know, reach out to those people in a more personal level. I can, you know, interact with them over the phone and then meet up with them in person if necessary, and I can close the deal that way. And really what I've been doing is teaching my team to do the same thing. You know, we've been having little meetings at my house, and, you know, I've put a little something together over there for us. And it's just about duplication. It's just about, you know, getting someone in, teaching them how to do what you did to get them in so that they can duplicate with their team. And, you know, my thing has been, you know, do the formula. If I get a prospect, I'll tell them, hey, are you still interested in starting your own business? You know, and then it's just about finding out a couple key things. You know, you want to know if the person has done something like this before. You want to know if, you know, what they consider to be a lot of money. You want to, you know, there's something, the little black book of scripts that Ray shared with us for Todd Falcone. That's real good. That's helped me out a lot. There's scripts in there for every scenario. And if you guys apply that stuff, just follow exactly what we tell you, you're going to have success. There's no way that you're going to fail. Follow exactly what we tell you. Trust me. When I first started, I was a little bit stubborn, and I thought maybe, you know, I can reinvent the wheel. I thought maybe Ray wasn't right. Oh, what do you mean I'm not going to talk to this person if he says that? I'm going to try to close everybody. And I wasted a lot of time, you know, hitting brick walls. So just follow the training, apply it, and it works. You know, I've been doing good. My team has been doing good. I got a few D3s already. And, you know, we're rolling. We're rolling. So that's all I really got to say. Peace, everybody.
Okay. We have to go back and forth for now. He didn't bring his set of headphones. We got a lot of feedback going on. And hold on, give me a second. All right, so one thing that I want to cover, I want to just get to the bottom of things. I want to, you know, just start you off, you know, from step one. All right, I want to make sure that there's no confusion and we clear things up step by step so you know exactly how it is that we go about doing things the right way. You know, we don't want to confuse anybody. And if you have any questions, feel free to post it in the group, and we'll be able to answer your question in order, because, again, we don't want any confusion. We want to make sure that you're doing it right. All right, so Anthony, you want to go ahead and start it off. What's the first step in doing this offline thing? What do we have to do?
All right. Let me see if I'm
on. Like you're brand new, you just got started today. Mute me real quick. You're brand new, you just got started today, right? You just got started. What is it that you're going to do? Or matter of fact, you already been involved. You know, what are you going to do with brand new members, which is what, even if you're a brand new member, you're brand new to the team, this is what you should do as a brand new member as well. All right, so what will you do? Start it from the building the list. We'll talk about the whole tap rooting process. Let's go into detail about everything from A to Z, from building the list, the emergency PBR to the backup PBR. We'll go into all that into detail so there's, you know, no confusion. Let's give it to them in order.
All right, all right. Now, before I do that, I hope everybody's watching has a pencil and paper ready. All right. So, my whole screen just went black. Am I still live?
No, yeah, I see.
Okay, cool. Sorry. All right, so the first thing we want to take care of is the list. The list is the bloodline of your business. Anybody who's made any money in network marketing all has a list. I don't care whether you're Ray De Niro or if you're me. You made the list and you have your list. Your list is the bloodline of your business. Without the list, you're not going to go too far. So the first thing you want to do is make a list. I would say from 1 to 50 people. You can download a memory jogger offline if you like, but just think about how many people you speak to in a day. Obviously, you're going to put your close friends and family first, but you need to make that list, and you need to contact that list. Now, here's the more important thing. A lot of people are having their team do the list, but at the same time, you know, You know, things happen behind closed doors. You don't know whether the person is doing the list or not. So what I say is once you sign up that new IBO, whether it's online or whether it's offline, obviously if it's offline, the person's there in front of you. Have them do the list right in front of you and set up your PBR for the next following the day. The person goes to work the next day, fine. You try to make it, you know, ASAP. You want everything moving. You wanna, how do I put it? You wanna have more PBRs than you have time. You know, you want to be, you know, I'm in a rush. I got to be gone at 3 o'clock. I have PBR at 4, then I have another PBR at 6. You already know you know, the main goal is to sign up 3 people, so you're gonna have 3 legs. What you want is a PBR in each leg every other day. But you know, I'm kind of straying off. So let me go back in order. So we want to go with the list. The list. We're gonna write down from 1 to 50 people, and this is saying that, you know, remember we're going strictly offline. 1 to 50 people. You just signed up the brand new rep. Sit them down. Get the list going. Not only get the list going, you're going to make him call the list right in front of you. I'm going to repeat that again. You're going to make him call the list right in front of you. Not, all right, cool, you got the list. All right, Ray, I'll see you later on. Go ahead and make those calls. Because either A, he's not going to do it, B, he's going to be too afraid to do it, or C, he's not going to do it correctly. You as a leader and as a business owner, you need to be there to go ahead and to assist your team. Now, the second thing, once we have that list built, we want an emergency PBR. When I say emergency PBR, meaning we want to have it within 24 hours. And if you can, you know, say you sign somebody up 12 o'clock in the daytime, have the PBR the same day. Sign somebody up at 12, cool, let's have the PBR around 6. Another thing with PBRs, like Ray said at the beginning, it's another fancy word for home meeting. The meeting needs to be in your home. Now, I know you're wondering, like, why does it need to be in my home? Why can't I just take it to Starbucks, da-da-da-da? You know, it's a whole psychological thing. You know, if I tell Ray, hey, Ray, why don't you come over to my house? You're interested in making some extra money. For one, Ray's going to be comfortable. He's coming to my home, someplace that he's used to. Even if he's never been to my house before, there goes the relationship. Well, you know what? Anthony's invited me into his home. That opens him up. Now, if you tell me you want to meet somewhere in public, you have the sales wall up, and that's something you know we'll get into eventually. But like I said, it needs to be done in the home. It's real simple. What I've been able to do, I plug my laptop into the TV, and I play the Live My Lifestyle video. They watch the 7-minute video, then they watch Ray's testimony, and then we go right into closing. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's a simple PBR. Invite, show the information, close, repeat. Simple, simple, simple to duplicate. Simple, simple to also teach to your team. List 50 names, 50 phone calls, emergency PBR, and duplicate. That's it. Real simple. So I'm going to go over it one more time. Number 1, create a list. Number 2, call the list. Number 3, 24-hour PBR. Number 4, duplicate. Not that hard, not that hard to go through, not that hard to think about. Make a list, call it, scratch them off. Now, when I say scratch them off, just because, hey, you know what, I'm not coming, I won't be able to make it. Don't scratch that person off. You scratch the person off after they've seen the information, after you got a yes, after you got a no, after you got the maybe. That's when you scratch that person off. What's going on, Nico? If you mind, go ahead and hit the mute button real fast.
The what button?
All right, good job, Nico.
The mute button.
Oh, I thought you got it.
Got it? Okay.
All right. And the phone call. Now I want everybody to write this down. I'm going to give you the script. It's been working for years. Don't go around it. Don't try to make it different. Don't try to put in the extra into it, right? Why reinvent the wheel? Just follow it. So, first call. Phone rings. Hello. How are you doing? Real simple. But be yourself. Don't, you know, hello, how are you doing? Don't sound like you're reading off everything. Now, you can ask your person, hey, what are you doing around 7 p.m. tomorrow? The reason you're asking the question is to find out what are they doing. So obviously you ask, hey, what are you doing at 7 p.m. tomorrow? Majority of the time, the person's just going to tell you nothing. Cool. Are you interested in making some extra money? Yes, I am. All right, well, we need to get together for 20 minutes. I need you to be at my house tomorrow at that time. Now, if you sound enthusiastic and you just get to the point, the person will show up. Now, this phone call should not take more than a minute or two. Hey, Stanley, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. All right. What are you doing tomorrow at 7 p.m.? I'm not doing anything. Cool. Would you be able to be, are you interested in making some extra money? Yes. All right. Well, we need to get together for 20 minutes. I need you to be at my house 7 p.m. sharp. Okay, I'll be there. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, well, what is it or what do I have to do? Look, I'm fairly new. I just got introduced to it myself. I'm going to have an expert available. This is why you need to be there. Or, hey, well, you know what? Look, you could use the I'm in a rush approach. Hey, I only got a few minutes. What are you doing tomorrow at 7 p.m.? Oh, I'm not doing anything. All right, cool. You still make some extra money? Yes. All right, well, you need to be at my house 7 p.m. sharp. Do not be late. All right, I'll be there. Done deal. That's the one I use. Works all the time. People get along with urgency like really, really, really quickly. So, again, to recap on the PBRs, the list, call the list, 24-hour PBR, repeat. Simple. I guarantee you F3 in 3 days if you do this. Make that list tonight. Make your calls maybe 12 tomorrow afternoon. Set your PBR for maybe 6 p.m. that day or the next day. I guarantee it, you will make results. And, when it comes to business, nothing is guaranteed. But I guarantee if you follow this and keep it to a T, get it done exactly the way I said. Make the list. Make your calls. Do the meeting. Repeat. Teach your team to do the same thing. Next thing you know it, you're popping ranks, your volume is exploding, and you're welcoming your new F3s to the team. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass over to Ray because there was a couple people that were wondering how to generate leads, and to generate leads offline, we really wanted to use the sticky note method. I also had a friend of mine that gave me a call yesterday. Mr. Frederick Daniels told me that he lives in Gainesville, and he's like, the people around here, they're not really this is a retirement place. Nobody cares about money. But then I also told him, I was like, you live right by the school. And he's like, yeah. I said, okay, that's your target there. These college kids, they need money. They need money for their tuition, car notes, credit cards, whatever the case may be. So we're going to go ahead and throw it back to Mr. Ray De Niro, and he's going to go over the sticky note method. All right? I'm muted.
All right, before we go into the sticky notes or any of all that other stuff, I just wanted to make sure we recap and we got a full understanding of how we do this. And before we get into any of that any of those advanced strategies, which a lot of you know about anyways, but before we get into any of that, I just want to cover the basics, because this is something that if you do this right, you won't even need to apply the sticky notes, to be honest. There's no need for it. And you see Nico, he just joined the call. I'm going to get him on in about a minute or two, and he's actually living proof that you don't need sticky notes to blow this thing up. Everybody you see here has blown their business up without sticky notes, all right? But that's just some extra training, some more advanced strategies that are really simple and duplicatable as well. But I just want to recap to clear things up. And it's pretty much all about the list. You do the PBR, do a quick little intro, and you play the video, and then we go into closing. Now, when we go into the closing, keep in mind, you're not going to be closing by yourself. I'll be the one there closing for you, helping you close your new members. You have Anthony will be there. Stanley will be there helping you close your members. You'll have Orlando. You'll have Nico. You'll have all of us helping you. Not only us, but, this is a team, so we all work together to help close people for each other. We work as a team here. That's what we do here, okay? So keep that in mind. You're not in this by yourself, so you just feel free to post in the group, hey, look, I'm having a PBR tonight, and I need someone to get on a Skype call or on a Google Hangout with me at this time. Preferably after 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m., 9 the latest. You really don't want to go 9 because it's a little too late, but I think 8 o'clock, 7:30 is perfect for a PBR. And what you're going to do is all your new members, you're going to tap into their list, all right? Because now maybe you ran out of your list. Now you're in the NFL, the no friends list, the no friends left zone, right? And you want to have a list of people to talk to, but you really don't have anybody left. So what you're going to do is all your new members, they have a list of people who have no idea you even exist. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap into that list, and you're going to repeat the process. Get your new member to create that list, and all your new members, you're going to do this. And this is going to expand. And you're going to tap into a list of so many people, hundreds of people, you're not even going to have enough time to go over all these people, and you're not going to have time to cover all these, all these PBRs and everything. But again, that's what we're here for as a team, to help each other and we'll take care of that situation. But that's a good problem to have. All right? When we get to that problem, then we worry. But that's a good problem that we want to have. But you're going to tap into everybody's list, and you're going to have them as soon as they get started. All right, welcome to the team. Now, do you want to start making money sooner or later? Okay, sounds good. We're going to do what we're going to do is we're going to do what the people who are making money right now are doing, and that's building a list. That's what the people who are making money right now are doing. And then you go ahead and get them to make that list of 50 people, and you cover that list. Stanley will be able to go into some more details about that in a few, but you're going to have them create that list, and you're going to go over that and have them invite right in front of you. Your new sign up, your new member has to invite at least 5 or 10 yeses, 5 to 10 yeses out of the 50 before you can move on. And you just want to have them confirm, yes, I'm going to the PBR tomorrow, when they invite them on that day. Okay? That's all you're going to do. Follow up with the 50 people, get 5 to 10 yeses, make sure they're locked in, at least 5 to 10 yeses before you move on. And then that way they're secure, the spot is locked in for the PBR on the following day. And all your new members, you're going to have them do this. All your new members and all their new members and all their new members all the way down the line. I guarantee you, if you do this, your business will explode, your business will blow up. There's no way that it won't. Impossible. Nico, what's going on, Nico? If you want to unmute yourself real quick. And I just want to, glad to have you on the call, bro. You've been killing it lately. You just got in. Are you F3 already?
No, man. I'm like 2 people away from hitting F3, man. We're working on it. We've been working on it every day diligently, me and the team, and we just kind of doing the old school method, man. PBRs, getting in front of people's faces, showing them your passion, showing them how excited you are about it, showing a lifestyle video of the possibility of what you can do with your life, compared to what you're doing now. That's one thing that I personally like to pitch is you're going to go to work anyway. You're going to do a 9 to 5 anyway. Why not put 5 years of your life, because you're going to be working 5 years down the road anyway, unless you have a serious plan to make $100,000 a year, hey, more power to you. But at the same time, most people don't. Most people don't know what's going on next week, tomorrow, in a month's time. If you can just pitch it to the point where, listen, guys, you're going to work for the next 5 years of your life. You're going to punch a clock no matter what anyway. Why not put 5 years of your life towards unlimited, uncapped income, to where you're working with people. You're in business by yourself, but you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. We're here for you. That's the one thing I like to stress with my members is, that's why we're blowing it up. We just started up here in Tampa, Florida. And we've signed up about 14 members in about a 7-day span. We're going ahead, kind of like what Ray was saying, taproot into your people. When they sign up, what I like to say is, with a serious, straight face, kind of funny at the same time, how fast do you want to make money? Because obviously you joined the company to make money. Get me in front of some people. Be passionate about what you're doing. I got my cousin right here as well. We're ready to blow things up out of the water just because of how excited we are. Guys, watch YouTube
now,
videos.
Nico, sorry to cut you off, but let me ask you a question. Your cousin just got involved, and you did something that you weren't on the call yet, but we covered taprooting. I mentioned taprooting, but I haven't gone into detail about it yet. I mean, that kind of did, but I want to really talk about that more because people I don't know if people grasp the power of taprooting and how you can build momentum instantly. Now, your cousin, he just joined. Obviously, because you just joined yourself. Yeah. But your cousin just joined. Did you do the taprooting process with him? Did you tap into his list? Did you go into how he can start bringing in people already instantly and start getting results?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What I did with my cousin, obviously because he's family, but I do it with all my members as well, is literally say, how fast do you want to make money? Let's make a list. Let's call them right now. And let's get in front of them tomorrow. We just had a meeting today, and we've got 2 members signing up on Friday. Of course, everybody needs their money, needs their checks. But we also have another meeting tomorrow, and another meeting on Thursday because we're running through his list. How fast do you want to make money, guys? And then those same people that are going to sign up on Friday, we talk to them before they leave. Hey, listen, how fast do you guys want to make money? You guys want to make money super fast. When you come, at least bring 3 people with you when you come on Friday to sign up as well. That's what taprooting is, guys. You know, you kind of talk to them, generally let them know, hey, listen, you don't spill the beans. You don't tell them what the business is. You just ask them, hey, are you interested in making some extra? You ask your people, are you interested in making some extra money? Because $600 a month, what could that do for you? That's all they have to tell their prospects. You're interested in making some extra money? Awesome. I'm having a meeting with my team lead on Friday. Just come with me, hear it out. Guys, whenever people see the information, they get in front of you and they see the passion on your face and your expressions, they want to follow somebody that's passionate. They want to follow somebody that they believe is going to blow things up. I'm super pumped about it. We just got done with 2 separate meetings at the same household, and we've got a total of 4 members signing up just because of how passionate I am about it. Let them know, hey, listen, you're going to work anyway. You got to put food on the table anyway. But is a 50-cent raise going to help you? No. How about a $600, $800, $1,000, $2,500 raise? How about being able to have time freedom and stay home with your family? Guys, let it sink in. Let them sink it in. As soon as they say, yeah, I'm ready to go, I'm signing up Friday, cool. When you come in, ask 3 or 4 people to come with you. You know, don't ask them, tell them how fast you want to make money. Bring them with you. Guys, we got them. As soon as they get in front of the information, we got this. You know, that's pretty much what I got, guys. My team up here in Tampa, we're going so hard right now. You know, success stories sell everything. You have to create success stories. Everyone's story creates something else. We're brand new in Tampa, so no one's heard of Wake Up Now up here. I actually used to be an ACN myself, so I understand that success stories sell. Wake Up Now is 10 times better than ACN. It's a $100 membership compared to $500. And you're getting so much more through it. Guys, when I drive up to my meetings, I pull up my tax bot after I've tracked my miles, and I show my members. I show the people I'm getting involved in the business. Look, I just put $20 back in my pocket for driving 30 minutes to a meeting, round trip. Now their membership just went from $100 to $80 a month. Guys, you got to pitch the savings. That right there is putting money back in their pocket. Guys, that's pretty much all I got. I hope to meet all you guys really soon. I plan on taking a trip down to Miami to meet with Ray, meet with Sam, who's also blowing it up. Guys, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Take advantage of it. I know we are. Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Nico, man. This guy Nico's a beast, man. You know, shout out to you, Nico, and your team. And definitely glad to be working with you and to have you on board, man. So, yeah, so we just wanted to go into a little more depth and cover a few more things. Stanley, I don't know if you're here the whole time. I know you came like a few minutes late, but you were around long enough to know what's going on. So just, you know, I want you to talk, take the floor, go over some things that you've learned along the way as well with you doing PBRs. And because I know you're definitely, you know, great at what you do when it comes to PBR. So go ahead, Stanley. Let me mute myself.
All right, can you guys hear me? All right, guys, perfect. I just want to, you know, give my appreciation to Ray Alicio, you know, Orlando, Anthony, for all the people, Nico, the people that I've taught before. They've been definitely spreading a lot of good knowledge. I just want to go into a little bit more with the PBRs, you know, exactly how to, like, orchestrate it, because there is a right and a wrong way to doing PBR, all right? One of the major things that I learned when doing a PBR is when you set the PBR, and let's say you set it for 7:30, all right? You want to make sure that you're starting on time, because you could have, you know, 10 people there, and you're waiting on the other 2. That's disrespectful to the people that are there, because they got there early, they got there on time. You want to make sure you're starting on time, all right? So for the PBRs, make sure you start on time. And another thing with the PBR is you want to have music playing. All right, before the PBR, you want to have music playing. The reason why I tell you guys this is after. The reason why I tell you guys this, to have the music playing before you start the PBR, is because people are walking in to the door, through your house, and you got to think about it. These people, they might not know each other, And if you don't have any like music playing on in the background or anything, they're just gonna be sitting there, you know, awkward. It's gonna be awkward. They don't know each other. Now, if you have some music playing, it sets the mood a little bit. It gets them comfortable. You have, you know, like little Caesars on the side. They can go get some food. They can just relax and chill. Now, the music is very important. Now, before you start the video, you know, once you have your people there, you close the door. Before you start the video, you want to simply tell your people, listen, you want to put all your phones on silent. You want to cut off all the distractions, and you want to save all your questions till the end. Because you know you don't want somebody raising their hand in the middle of the video, and it's gonna throw people off guard. So you want to let that be known before you start the video. It makes it that much more serious. And another thing is, once you press play on the video, you want to go sit down with your people. You don't want to be standing in your room. You don't want to walk to the kitchen. You don't want to do anything that's gonna, you know, make them see that you're not serious with it. You want to go sit down. You want to put your phone away. You don't want to talk to the people that you brought. You want to sit there and watch the video with them. And what that does is a domino effect. Let's say, you know, I have the video playing. I'm the host. I'm sitting there, and if I'm on my phone, the people are going to look at me. They're going to see me on the phone, and what are they going to do? They're going to pull their phones out. They just got a text message. They're going to pull their phone down. They're going to get on their phone. They're not going to pay attention to the video. So if you're the host, sit there with your prospect, watch the video. When the video's done, start clapping. I guarantee you the people that are there with you, they're going to start clapping too. And that creates excitement. That's going to create major excitement. Now, once the video is done, you want to play the music again. Why? Because it cuts off the negativity. Let's say you have 10 people in the room, and one person has already seen this before, and you know he's completely negative about it. If you don't have any music playing, he's going to start talking. He's going to start trying to justify why he doesn't want to do it. And what's that going to do for the other 9 people that's sitting in the room with them? They're going to start following his lead. So what you want to do is you want to have the music playing so that you drown the negative person out. And what you can do, then you start, you know, talking to your leaders. And how do you find the leaders? When the video is playing, it's all about body language. You know, you want to look to the people that are watching the video. Who's leaning in? You know, that's the body language. If someone's leaning in, they're watching the video, you have your hands like this, that means they're interested. You want to start off with them. You know, that's the person that's the most interested. You don't want to talk to the guy, like, first of all, you don't want to talk to the guy that's sitting back, just, you know, looking around with his arms crossed. Body language is everything. So when the video is playing, you know, look around. Who seems interested? Who's shaking their head? Who's smiling? All right? When the video is done, how the music comes right back up, pull people aside, talk to them, and close them. Okay? Now, I don't know if you want me to get into the closing or... Guys, the closing is really easy, all right? The closing is a 4-step simple process. All you're going to do when the video is done, pull the person over to the side. Listen, what did you like best about the video? Now, I'm sure you guys already know the closing, but I want to go over it again. What did you guys like best about the video? Not what did you guys think about the video, because they're going to come up with all the negative reasons that they don't like about the video. If you ask them what did you like best about the video, you're turning it into a positive force. Now they're going to tell you, you know, I like the product. I like the way you can make money. I like the teamwork. I like, you know, how they got straight to the point. Whatever they say, agree with them. Yeah, be enthusiastic. Like Nico was saying, you got to have passion. You got to be enthusiastic. Agree with them. That's definitely one of the main reasons I got involved. Second thing you want to ask them is really simple. Do you see yourself making money with this opportunity using our system? What are a lot of people going to say? They're going to say, yeah, I do. The third process is really simple. You want to, as we like to call it in this industry, you want to check their temperature. You want to see where they're at. On a scale of 1 through 10, 1 being that you don't like what you just saw, you wish you ran out of my house before I even started it, nope. And 10 being that you can literally feel the $100 bills in your wallet right now, where would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 through 10? They're either gonna, some people are going to tell you, you know, I'm an 11. I'm an 11. I'm ready to go. As soon as they say that, let's get the paperwork out of the way. Let's get the legal work out of the way. Take them over to the side. Have your laptop ready. Be on the submission form.
Talk about the applications in the hub.
Yeah, if you actually log into your back office, you're going to be able to find files there that you can print out, and we like to call these rep agreements. What that is pretty much you can print these papers out, you can pass it out to your guest. You know, once the video is done, you can pass it out to your guest, and it's simply the application process, but it's on paper. And what you can do with your guest is you can simply walk them through it. You know, if you look over here, the name, your address, walk them through that process. And while you're walking them through that process, give them a pen, have them fill it out while you're walking them through it. You know, now, going back to the closing, let's say if they say, you know, I'm an 8. I'm an 8. You simply want to ask them, listen, what would it take for me to get you to a 10? That right there is, like I say, you're going to be checking their temperature, what's holding them back. What did they not like? What did they not understand? Sometimes they tell you, you know, oh, it's the money. It's the money, or I don't have the time. Whatever objection they have, we're going to get into all that. Whatever objection they have, now you know how to get them from where they were at an 8. You can handle their objection, and now they're at a 10. Once they're at a 10, all right, do you have any other questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm ready to get started. Let's get you in the system. Let's get the legal work out of the way. Let's get the paperwork out of the way. Same process. Get on the paperwork, take them to the laptop, sign them up on the spot.
Tell them the psychology about placing the application in their hands and having them take action.
Yeah. Now, let's say, you know, what you want to do is you want to give them the paper, and what that does is if you're standing in front right there and they have the paper in hand, you're pretty much going through the application process, and while you're going through the process, psychologically, they're going to start filling it out. You know, like I said, walk them through the process. First, you know, go ahead and write down your name, your first and your last name. They're going to write it down. They're going to listen to you. Remember, you have the ground floor. You're the one with the multi-million-dollar deal in your hand. They're going to do whatever you want them to do, but you have to actually walk them through that process. Okay? Now, like I said, before the PBR, have the music playing, get them sit down, put all phones to the side, save all questions till the end, play the video. After the video is done, play the music, start closing them. Close them on the spot. All right? Now, and I'm sure you guys already know about the launch. As soon as the video is done, as soon as they're in the system, they pay, they're qualified, go ahead and launch them. This is the launching process, all right? What you want to do, first you want to find out what their why is. You see, people come into this industry, and if they don't have a strong enough why, what are they going to do? They're going to fall off, they're going to fall off that first week because they did not have a proper why. So what you want to do is you want to find out why they got involved. You know, some people will quit on their business before they quit on a friend, okay? Now, you just signed somebody up. They're now part of your business. They're not part of your team. You want to make them feel welcome. You want to show them that you care. And how do you show them you care? Through your tone, through the questions you ask them, through asking about them, okay? So the first question you want to ask them to find out their why, you simply want to tell them, listen, I just want to ask you a couple questions just so I can better serve you, all right? All right. What would you say your ultimate objective in life right now is? That right there, they're going to tell you their ultimate objective in life. You know, oh, I want to retire my mom. I want to buy this new car. I've been looking at this house. I've been thinking how to get it. They're going to tell you their ultimate objective, okay? Boom. You have something that can fuel them to do what you want to get them to do. Because you can't force somebody to do something. You got to make them want to do it, all right? So the first question, what would you say your ultimate objective in life right now is? Boom, you got your answer. Second question you want to ask them with is going a little deeper. What would you say your biggest headache in life right now is? They're going to tell you what their biggest headache in life right now is. You pretty much ask them. And they're going to tell you, I have this debt I want to get off. I have this mortgage I want to pay off. I have my car note I want to pay off. They're going to tell you their headache in life right now. What you can do is you can fill them. All right, listen. So let me ask you something. Would you like to make money sooner or later? They're going to tell you, I want to make money sooner. So if I showed you a way how people before me, successful people before me, did it, and if I could show you a way where you could insert their headache, that you could get rid of this, would you like to hear about it? They're going to tell you yes. Listen, what you need to do, you need to create a list, all right? You can sit them down, have them create that list. Now, while you're asking them all these questions, the best thing you can do is you can get out a piece of paper and you can have them write down their why. You can have them write down their ultimate objective, have them write down, their biggest headache. And what that does is it's on paper now. Now they're on paper, they can look at it and they can see it. It's visual. Second thing you're going to ask, you're going to tell them, listen, go ahead, go through your contacts, go through Facebook, go through Twitter, go through Instagram, go through your head, go through anywhere and write down between 1 to 50 names, okay? I like to do 100 because I know if a person has 100 names on that list, they're going to get their 3. They're going to get their 3 and even more, all right? So I tell them, go ahead and write down 1 through 100 names, okay? Sit right there with them. Sit right there with them while they're looking at you. Now, while you're telling them, you want to tell them, listen, don't prejudge anybody. You don't want to prejudge anybody because the person that you think will do the business probably won't, and the person that you think won't do the business probably will. Some people, they look at their contact list on their phone. They're like, you know what? That's my uncle. He wouldn't be interested in it. I don't need to put him on the list. No, put him on the list. Put everybody on the list. Put everybody on that list. I don't care if it's your sister. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's your father. Put everyone's name on that list. What that does, now you have an active candidate list. You have a really good list. So make that 1 through 100 names. Once you have the names written, now you teach them how to invite. Okay, you simply want to tell them, listen, I like to use the rush approach. Okay, like Anthony went over earlier. I simply tell them, listen, this is how you're going to invite people. First step, you're going to call them up. You're going to say, listen, I only have a minute. What that does, it creates a sense of urgency. Now they're not going to spend, you know, all your time wasting asking you questions because you told them right off the bat, listen, I only have a minute. What are you doing tomorrow night, 7:30? They're going to tell you, you know, oh, maybe nothing, maybe I got to do something. If they tell you they got to do something like, oh, I got to go to school, or, you know, I got to go to a funeral, I got to go to a wedding, you simply ask them, can you cancel? No matter what it is, can you cancel? What that does is it creates what you're calling them for that much more serious. Oh, I got to go to
a better question I like to ask. Matter of fact, let me
mute
yourself real quick.
That.
I'm sorry, I don't know if they can hear me clearly. A better way I like to ask that question, and if you've been on a three-way call with me or something with a new member, you might have heard me say this, or even with a prospect. I like to say, what are you doing tomorrow that you can't cancel? Or is there anything you're doing tomorrow that you can't cancel? Right there, you're already, you know, letting him know that this is important and you need to cancel it. So that's how I like to word that question. And I always get people, you know, saying, well, I was going to do this, but I guess I can cancel it. And then they end up canceling, and then, you know, we end up booking whatever it is that we had to book, was a PBR, or you know, just inviting them to something, or just having them build a list, or whatever the case may be. But that's how I always get people to, you know, to cancel their plans and move forward with what we're doing. So go ahead, Sam.
That was perfect, Ray. Yeah, you know, what you're doing tomorrow night that you can't cancel. Are you doing anything tomorrow night that you can't cancel? Right off the bat, they're going to tell you if they're doing something that they can't cancel. Or if they are, they're going to say, you know, like Ray said, oh, I was going to go to this, but you know what, I can cancel. Why do you ask that? Because it makes what you're calling that much more serious. They know it's something serious. You told them you only have a minute. You know, I like to use the technique, you know, my battery's on 1%. It creates that sense of urgency. It creates that sense of urgency. What are you doing tomorrow night, 7:30? Okay? Are you open to making some extra money? Now, it's a really simple process. I only have a minute. What are you doing tomorrow night, 7:30? Are you open to making some extra money? Listen, you're only looking for a yes or no. You're not looking for their whole life story. Are you open to making some extra money? They're going to tell you, yeah, I am. Cool. We need to meet for 20 minutes. Okay? Remember, you're the one with a multi-million-dollar deal. You don't want to ask them, can we meet? You don't want to tell them, you know, you want to tell them, we need to meet for 20 minutes. All right? I'm going to send you the address. Trust me, just come. And what I like to do is I like to tell them before I get on the phone, don't cancel on me. All right? I need to know if you're going to cancel on me, or if you're going to be able to make it 100%, for sure. Are you going to be able to make it? They're going to tell you, yeah, I'm able to make it. Cool. Now, there you go. It's that simple. All right? Now, let's say it's something that they can't cancel. That's why you have a backup PBR. All right? Whenever you launch somebody, you have 24 to 48 hours to get them results, or else they're gonna, you know, they're gonna go down. They're gonna get emotionally frustrated. So you want to keep them at that excited boiling point, at that excited state they're in when they first sign up. They just signed up. They're excited. They want to make money. That's when you got to do it. Not you know, a week later, not 2 weeks later. You want to do it that day, that night, right there on the spot.
Right now.
Right now. It's got to be right now. You got to keep them in that excited state. You had, like I said, you had 24 to 48 hours to get your new prospect that you just got in some type of result. If not, they're gonna get, you know, emotionally distraught, and you don't want that. So you want to set up that emergency PBR within 24 hours. Then you want to have a backup PBR within 48 hours. All right. So if they say, oh, I can't, you know, I gotta go to a funeral, I can't cancel. All right, cool. Listen, what are you doing? You know, give them the next day at 7:30. And the reason I say 7:30 is because, you know, in my experience, I've seen that 7:30 works out a lot better when doing PBRs, because that's when people get off work. That's when people are home, and it's just a better time for people to do PBR. Okay? So, you know, what are you doing the next day at 7:30? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. Boom, you got your backup PBR. You have them over, you do the PBR, you close them. And then you get into tap rooting. And now, like you know, Ray, like Nico, like everybody said, tap rooting part is when you never run out of leads.
That's how you explode.
That is how you explode. Because let's be real, you know, not everyone you sponsor is gonna be the champion that you're looking for. Okay? You gotta keep in mind, every dud knows a stud. It doesn't matter if you just sponsored the lamest guy out there, he knows somebody out there that's gonna kill it. So what you do, you get him involved, you do his list, you show him how to do the list, you take him through the launching process, you get him to want to do it, you have his PBR, he invites the people over. Once he invites the people over, boom, you get them in, you close them, you run through the PBR that you just got. The person that you just sponsored, you talk to them. Now you make their list. Now you start going through their people, their warm market, their cold market. Who do they know? Because let's be real, you're only 6 people away from knowing somebody that's really famous. Okay, it's a really small world. So you want to get through everybody's contact list, and that's how you never run out of prospects. Now, let's say someone's really interested, okay? They're really interested, and they can't come up with $100 whatsoever. It's okay, launch them anyways. Why? You want to taproot. You want to go through their list. It doesn't matter if they don't have $100. Let's say you went through their list.
Now, let me make sure we got a full understanding of this. How would you go about, let's say me, you want to sponsor me, but I say, you know what, I don't have the money right now.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
All right,
to tap into my list.
Exactly. Pretty much, I'm going to simply, all right, that's perfect. You know what? Let's get you going right off the bat so that when you do have the money, you can get involved and you will already start making money right off the bat. Okay? Pretty much, have them walk them through the same launch process, have them make that list, have them start making calls. Boom. Now, what that happens is you just found the people that, you know, that's in their circle, and let's say they want to get involved. His friends, you know, I just sponsored Ray. Ray's friends want to get involved, but Ray doesn't have the $100. Friday comes, Ray's friends are ready to go. They have the money. What's Ray going to do? He's going to go find that $100 any means possible because he doesn't want to lose out on the money.
So what you're going to say, Stanley, is pretty much, all right, Ray, look, now I have about 3 or 4 of your friends that are ready to get started right now, and they're ready to go right now. Now, if you don't want to get started, that's cool. They'll just join with me, but I'd rather them join with you. So what's up? Can you come up with the $99 or the $150 and get started? That way I can place them under you, or do I sign them up directly under me?
Exactly.
And that way you create momentum. Now, instead of having the 3, now you have an extra 1 joining because you created that sense of urgency that pushed them to find whatever it is that they need so they don't miss out on that money.
And guys, just a little tip. There's 2 reasons why people take action, all right? One reason, because they see something they can gain from it. The other reason, the fear of loss. They see that they're going to lose something, okay? Now, if you have the people ready to go and he doesn't have the $100, he's going to go try to get that $100 because that fear of loss is there. He knows what he's going to miss out on if he doesn't get that money. So taprooting is a very good way to, you know, have endless leads, endless prospects. Start working with the people that just newly got in. The person got their 3, forget about him. Start working with his 3. Help them get their 3, forget about them, and it's an endless cycle. You know, the business, it's all about staying consistent. If you start doing PBRs every single day and you're consistent with it, you're gonna explode. You're gonna eventually be able to start holding hotel meetings. That's how big your room's gonna grow. That's how big your team's gonna explode. All right. So offline is very important. It's very powerful. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it back to Ray.
There you go, guys. This, I mean, pure gold. All you've been hearing is pure gold throughout the call. Okay, Anthony wants to come on and get a few more words in. But guys, all you guys have been getting is pure gold. Everything you've heard works. Mute it real quick. Everything you've been hearing throughout this past hour, 50 minutes since we've been on, is pure gold. Everything works. Just apply it. If you apply this, and if you're a little confused, again, feel free to reach out. We're here to help you explode your downline. We want you to explode your downline. We're expanding this fast, and we want to blow this up. We want everybody to play a role in this. And if everybody did their part, we will blow this up overnight, literally, and pretty much how we've already been doing. But we want to do it faster, because I don't think that was fast enough. I think we could do it way faster than what we've already been doing. All right, but if we all do this, we do the tap rooting, we tap into people's lists, whether they join or not, we tap into their list, because at the end of the day, the money is in the list. Doesn't matter if they join or not. The money is in the list. That's where the power is. That is the blood life of your business. Without that, you have no blood life. You have no life. Your business is dead. You have 0 people on the list, you make $0. So everything you've been hearing is pure gold. Apply it. Don't take it for granted. Again, if you're confused, feel free to reach out. If you need someone to help you close your PBRs, I don't care if I'm in Miami and you're in New York, or you're in California, you're in Seattle, Washington, doesn't really matter. I just reach out get me, get Anthony, get one of the leaders on a Skype call, on a hangout, and we'll help you close out the PBRs. We'll be there for you every step of the way. You got to take action, though, and you can't be intimidated by it, because it's actually a very simple process. I remember before I started doing these PBRs, and before I was, you know, inviting people, or before we started getting together and just, you know, speaking in front of a room full of people, I was a little nervous myself. But when I actually did it, it wasn't hard at all. It was actually way more simple than what I thought it would be. Because all we did was invite people to the PBR. When they got there, I just stood in front of the TV where we were going to play the video, because we weren't even going to do the presentation ourselves, and we haven't. We don't to this day. I don't even do it. I mean, I have the slides. I don't get into the presentation. But I do a quick introduction. I say, all right, guys, and again, whoever's hosting this, whoever's doing the inviting, if you're the one who made the list and it's at your place, or it's your PBR, then I recommend that you are the one that does that introduction. And you might want to say, hey, what's going on, everybody? Glad to have everyone in here. Glad everybody could make it. Some of you already know I've been looking for a way to make some extra money, a legit way to make some extra money, and I found a great way where a lot of people are making money. And, you know, it's just something that's blowing up. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I wanted to get your honest opinion on it. So what we're going to do is please cut off all distractions, put your phone on silent, hold all questions until the end. So, again, there are no distractions. And I'm going to show you guys the information, give you all the details here in this overview, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I'm about to turn around, just play this video, and then we'll go from there. And all you're going to do is just press play on the video. Let the video do all the selling and selling for you. You're not to say a word about it. Because the prospect is going to see it and get turned off thinking, man, so you mean to tell me I have to stand in front of that room and explain this? I can't do this. But if they see it, you just press play on a video, then they're just going to say, okay, that's all I need to do is just press play on a video. And that's where the closing comes into play. That's where I come in if you do it properly, which is very simple. I just did the intro for you. If I were standing in front of a room, that's the intro to the PBR. Next step would be just press play on a video. It was that simple. But what I would do is, in the closing, I'll just get on and say, all right, guys, now let me ask you guys a question. If it meant you guys could make an extra $5,000 a month, or if it meant you guys could make an extra $8,000 a month, how many of you think you can press play on a video if I told you you can make an extra $5,000 to an extra $8,000 a month doing it? And everybody in that room is going to raise their hand, and they're going to see, wow, yeah, I can do it. And then I'm going to say, great, because that's exactly what Anthony just did. All he did was press play on the video. That's all he did. Did you guys see Anthony do anything different other than pressing play on the video? No, that's all he did. And he's able to, you know, hit F3 so fast just by pressing play on the video. And everybody's going to see how this works, how simple it is. And the simplicity of our system and the way we do things is going to sell them. It's attractive. They like it. They like the technology. They like what we're doing, and they're going to want to get involved. So let me pass this over to Anthony, and you know, maybe if nobody else has anything to say, because we covered quite a bit, then we'll just end this call. But Anthony, go ahead.
All right. I'm muted. There we go. All right. So I wanted to come back real fast. One thing I wanted to get into the mindset that you need to have going into offline marketing. Now, everybody's results are completely different. I'll go ahead and share my first experience with you. My first ever PBR. I actually sat down and I invited about 21, 22, give or take 21, 22 people. And I only had 3 people show up. Now, here's where I also ruined my PBR. Only 3 people showed up. Here I am freaking out. I'm pacing back and forth. I look completely upset. My prospects are sitting down. Why the hell is he so mad? He told me to come over here for money, but he looks incredibly angry. I ruined my whole PBR right then and there. Again, I didn't have the right mindset. You know, you don't want to show no negativity in front of your prospects. I don't care if you sit down and you make 100 calls and only 1 person shows up. You're going to be excited like you're happy that 1 person showed up, meaning, you know, you're going to make that person feel like, hey, this is all for you. You're not going to make him feel like, hey, Ray, you know, you're the only one that showed up. Yeah, you know, I called a bunch of other people. He's going to look at it like, oh, crap. I don't want that to happen to me if I sign up. More importantly, you just made him feel like he wasn't important. You know, oh, you know, you're the only one that came through. You know, I called about 20 other people. Okay, well, I'm gonna play this video. That guarantee you will not sign up. So keep a cool head, be excited, enthusiastic. You know, make those calls. Like I said, only 1, 2, 3 people show up. You can carry it on like 25 people are in that living room.
And also
the show
let
still
them
goes
know,
on.
because I'll probably forget in about a minute if I don't say it right now. That's why I keep jumping in, because I forget everything. So just let them know that even if 10 people say yes, they're coming, expect about 40 to 50%.
Always go by 50%. You know, if you call 20, expect 10 to show up. That's why I say 1 to 50. Call 50 people, get at least 25, 30 in the living room. 25, 30 in the living room. You know, if you and especially, you know, like Ray says, to, you know, hit one of us on a Google Hangout, or if you're local, you know, ask for our numbers. We'll come meet with you, or we'll even do the PBR for you. You know, a house easy full of 25 to 30 people. We have some F3s walking out the door as they sign up. That's crazy momentum. You know the type of success story your friend will talk about. You know, I was invited to a home meeting, and you know, there was a couple people there. I signed up. I secured my friend's top spot. Those same people that were there in the living room ended up all under me, and I hit F4 within my first 30 minutes. Sorry, F4, F3 my first 30 minutes.
Like, damn.
Yeah, I got it.
I was impressed.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm almost there, right around the corner of F4, so I'm a little excited over that. But you know, let's get back on track. So, like I said, you need to have the right mindset going into offline marketing. Just know, everybody's results are different. You sit down, you make 50 calls, all 50 people show up. Good luck to you. You sit down, make 50 calls, only one person shows up. You still run the show as if it was nothing happened. You know, tough skin, brush it off, and keep going. The last thing I wanted to put in, I want everybody to pay attention to the group. I'm out here in South Beach with Ray, so I might be a little. By tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go ahead and put some. I'm gonna put the rep agreement in the group. I'm gonna put the. I'm also gonna put something out. It's gonna be a real simple, easy layout for your prospect to make their list, for them to call the list, and for them to also make the PBR. All right. And that's it. The last thing I wanted to touch on.
Too?
Yeah, an invite script, everything. It's gonna be completely equipped. It's gonna be simply plug and play. Read, have them write in the list, and play. Play meaning make the calls. So
yeah, we should put all that in place, and we're working on that with the new site that we're working on, the whole training site, because I'm working on a training system for the team. And if you're watching this, you know, a month or two from now, it's probably already up, but as of today, it's not up yet.
Yeah.
But let's make it so that everything's accessible. The link to the app, so you can download it right there and just print it out. You know, it's right there. Everything's right there in place. Everything they'll need for that PBR.
Another thing I want to say, in the Live My Lifestyle group, look around for people that are in your area. Just, you know, think about it. We're all part of the same team. So all of us working together, more volume and more duplication. Look out for people that are your way. Big Sarge, my man out there in Tampa, big bro. I know about 3-4 people in my downline also, and Big Sarge, you also are in my downline, that all live in Tampa. We have the Georgia team. We have Roderick out there, and then about 2 other people from Georgia. So you guys link up together. We're all part of the same downline. We're all part of the same team, and start getting things started moving. You know, we get things start moving. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna start off really easy. We're gonna go from houses to motels, and then into big hotels. So, you know, it's all where you want to take this. All where your vision is in play. So, in closing, you know, I'm gonna go over it one more last time. Number 1, make a list. Number 2, call the list. Number 3, 24-hour meeting. Number 4, repeat. And like I said about the mindset, you make your calls. A couple people don't show up. Brush it off. Keep it moving. The show must go on. Do not kill your prospects just because you're depressed that a certain somebody didn't show up, or, you know, your friend that works at Burger King is not interested in the business. Keep it moving. And you know, stay tuned in the group for the training website that Mr. De Niro is going to go ahead and release. And let's make this happen. Don't go through all the information that you just got here. You know, oh, it was great. I'm motivated. I'm this. I'm that. You know, that's cool in the whole thing. I don't care if you're motivated. I don't care if you're excited. I want you to go out there and get some results. Everybody needs to be hitting F3. It's not that hard. It's incredibly simple. you join the business, saying that you know, whatever your goals may be, write them down, look at them, and then apply all the information you just got today. I feel the way. What time is it? 10 o'clock. We get off of this, 10:05. You go and make that list. Get that list ready. This is actually Stanley George's list. I wanna say something real quick. I got really surprised when I noticed the names that was on there. I see myself, Anthony Germana. I see my girlfriend Fiorella Valle, Jennifer Rivera, Fifi's friend. What is this? This is 2008. 2008. I was on Stanley's list, and Stanley didn't say a single word to me. But Stanley ended up getting on my list, and now Stanley became part of my downline. So that's why I say the list is the lifeline of your business. I could have been under Stanley George, but instead Stanley ended up under me. So I would say really look into that list, make it happen. Again, I'm gonna keep pushing this. I'm gonna keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. You need to have your people make the calls in front of you. They either can be scared and shy and say they did do it over the phone to you, and then come to PBR and nobody shows up, and that's a waste of time. Make the calls in front of you. This is your business. Treat it like it's yours. Run it like it's yours. I'm not saying you have to be a manager, but as a business owner, you need to be on top of your game. So I'm done. I'm gonna close out. Let's make it happen. Like I said, apply all the information you got. You know, you guys are well equipped with all the training that you need, all the basics. You have the resources in the background. In the back office. Use your resources, use your tools, and let's make it to the promised land, baby. 6 figures.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony. And that's about it. You know, great call. And just the next thing we need to do here is just take it to the next level. Start putting everything into action. And I want everyone to do this together as a team. Again, any confusion, reach out. Post about it in the group. We'll respond. My inbox is always full like crazy. So if you can't reach me, just tag me in a post in the group, and I'll see it, and then I'll be able to respond. But your next step would be, if you have a member that you signed up, I recommend, and I'd hate to call myself an expert in network marketing, or when it just comes to this industry, but I know a thing or two about it, and I know what works and what doesn't. And my best advice would be for you to get your members who just signed up, who just joined, get them to create that list. As a matter of fact, right now, I know it's 10 o'clock over here on the East Coast, but just, spare an extra 10 minutes as soon as we get off the call. And I actually wanted to pause in the middle of the training in order for everyone on this call to create that list, or watching this to create that list. But right now, as soon as we get off, I want you guys to create that list of 50 people. Doesn't matter if you've been in for 2 weeks. Create that list right now, all right? And not only you, but get all your new members right now. As soon as you get off this call, you call them up and you get on the phone with them and you say, hey, look, I want to do this with you because I want to take my business to the next level, and I want to make sure that you take your business to the next level. And this is what's working right now, an offline way that's built billion-dollar companies, that has turned network marketing to over $100 billion industry. Because at the end of the day, this is what did it. The internet stuff is new. The internet stuff is new and it's cool, but what really made this over $100 billion industry was this offline strategy that we just taught you, okay? And what you're going to do is just say, hey, look, if you really want to explode this, I want you to explode this, I want to explode mine and yours as well. So what you need to do is, look, this is what you need to do. How soon I start making money? Or, if they're probably watching this too, so don't even approach them like that, if because they're going to know you're just pitching them exactly the way we're pitching it on here. But just say, look, I'm just calling you because I want to make sure that you're ready to explode your business. So what I want you to do is spare 10 minutes and make a list. Go through your contacts on your phone and your friends list on Facebook. And if you have access to a memory jogger, use that as well. And if you don't, just You're going to place one?
I'll place one in the group.
Okay, Anthony's going to place one in the group, but just in case you don't see it right now or in a few, just Google MLM memory jogger, and you will see it's going to be a list of different activities or categories that's going to refresh your memory and remind you of new people that you can add to the list. And let me just put this, let me just throw this out there. The more people you have on that list, the more money you will make. Plain and simple. The more people on the list, the more people you have to market to, the more money you will make. And I know you might hear on the internet the whole hype about stop talking to your friends and family. Look, listen, I was one of the ones who started that hype. You know, I didn't start the hype, but I went along with it, and I promoted it hard and I endorsed it. But the truth is, you know, those people who make those claims never end up building a long-term business in this industry. They never do. And I know this because I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them. And it's the real successful internet marketers who actually who have gone to become 6 or 7 figure earners and still have a thriving long-term business are the ones that, yes, they do the internet thing, but they also endorse the offline thing, kind of like we're doing right here. Those are the ones who build that long-term business because they do it because they understand that offline works. And I've hung out with 7, 8 figure earner internet marketers. You know, they come to Miami. Guess who they call? Hey, Ray, what's going on? You know, I'm here in Miami. They call me when they're down here. And I hang out with them every now and then when they come into town. And we talk. And internet marketers say it too. They're like, yeah, you know, I make a lot of money online. But, you know, offline, if I knew how to do it right, you know, I mean, you know, I'll do it and blow this up because offline is where it's at. And they'll tell you themselves that's where it's at. Obviously, they're not going to blast it and broadcast it all over the internet. But they say themselves, 7, 8 figure earner internet marketers, that all they do is internet. They tell me that themselves. You know, and I'm telling you that myself because I know from experience. So again, just go through your contacts, your Facebook list, you know, your Facebook friends list. Get on the phone with everyone who you join with. Even people who said they didn't have the money, and just say, hey, look, you know, you said you wanted to join a business, right? You wanted to join a business? Okay, cool. Well, this is what I want to do for you. You know, I know you want to join a business. You said you don't have the money. That's fine. So, but are you serious about joining the business? Yeah. All right, cool. So here's what we need to do. I want you to start doing this and walk them through the process. Have them make the list. You know, so when you're ready to join the business, you already have money coming in. You already have an income. And get their list. Just get it. And then follow up with them, schedule a PBR as if that person already signed up, and then you be the one to call his list for him. And go over that list and say, hey, look, so-and-so referred me to you. He told me, you know, that you might be open to an additional stream of income. And I was just wondering, what are you doing tomorrow at this time, right? I mean, Stanley, how would you go about inviting a referral to a PBR?
A referral?
Yeah. If you have someone like me, for example, you know, I said, you know, I'm not sure if I want to do this, or I might not have the money. How would you go about tapping into my list, taprooting into my list, and following up with my prospects to invite them to a PBR for me? Would you be the one to call them? Because I think I've noticed that you know, people who actually follow up with their new members list actually get the job done a whole lot better, and it's a whole lot smoother. But it's always good to also have the new member go ahead and follow up with that list, because first of all, you want to turn them into a leader. Second of all, they know that person more personally, you know, on a more personal level. They don't even know you. So it's always good to have them. But I've also seen that it works when you follow up with your new members' referrals, or people who aren't even members yet, referrals. You know, because people who might not even be interested in the business, you might want to get a referral list from them. So how would you go about following up with them and just booking them for a PBR on the following day?
All right. Well, the script for that is it's in the little black book of scripts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can definitely look it up there. But what I would pretty much do is I would call the person up. I would call them up and I would say, hey, listen, you know, Anthony Germana referred you, and he said that you're a very sharp guy, that you're very business minded, and you have a very strong ambition to make a lot of money. And he said that you would definitely be somebody for what he's doing right now, and he just wants your opinion on it. Okay, he wanted me to give you a call, and he wanted your opinion on it. Listen, what are you doing tomorrow night, 7:30? Same script. What are you doing tomorrow at 7:30? Oh, nothing. I'll be free. All right. Well, listen. We need to meet for 20 minutes. All right. Now I guarantee you, you're gonna love this right now. So let's go ahead tomorrow night, 7:30. I'll send you the address. You know, of course, Anthony will be there, and we'll get you talking. Pretty much.
Perfect. And that's how you'll tap into their referral list. Because maybe they're not really interested, but hey, that's fine. If they're not interested, they have a list of people who might be interested. And you can tap into that, and you can make money from that. Then you go back to that person and say, hey, look, you got 3 people who are ready to get started right now. You know, they want to join. So what do you want to do? Right there, you just created that sense of urgency, that fear of loss. Right there, you got 3 people ready to get started from his referral list. And this guy is going to say, well, you know what? Man, if they're going to join, I might as well join as well. And then they're going to end up getting involved. Now you got 4 new IBOs on your team. That's what you call momentum, all right? And that's tap rooting, and you can just get access to tap rooting just by, you know, getting their list. That's what you call tap rooting. All right, guys? So, again, just...
Before you close out, let everybody know that about the Thunder, the double pack.
What about it?
Everybody needs to purchase the double
okay.
cases of the Thunder.
Okay, yeah, and another thing that we're doing is I actually just purchased mine today, as a matter of fact. But everybody, huh? You bought 4 cases? Well, there you go. But what we're doing is everybody as a team, we're purchasing 2 cases of Thunder, kind of like we did last month. We're trying to keep this habit going, and we're actually doing it. You know, we got a lot of people who are doing their part in purchasing the 2 cases of Thunder. That way, we're all ranking up a whole lot faster. There's a whole lot more volume in our organization, and people are popping ranks faster. More success stories. That means more bragging rights for our team, because the same bragging rights I use, hey, you know, I popped 9 F3s. You can use the same story. Hey, we popped 9 F3s as a team. You know, and then you can use the same success stories we have for your prospects, and it all works the same. All right. So yeah, where everybody's purchasing 2 cases of Thunder, and but you know, for right now, as soon as we get off, create that list. Call your new members, have them create that list. All right, guys, and help them follow up. Schedule that PBR for tomorrow. And then just follow up with everybody. Whoever can make it, great. If they cannot, the backup PBR do it. And reach out to us. Let us know that you want to have a PBR tomorrow at a certain time, and we'll make it work. We'll, you know, be there to support you. We'll be there to help it close out that PBR for you. All right, guys. So we went a little over an hour. And again, you know, if you watch this, thank you for staying on for this whole time. But you received nothing but gold. Just apply everything you learned, guys. All right, take action, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah.